Every financial guru tells you the same lie. Skip your $5 coffee and you'll become a millionaire. They've got charts showing how that daily latte costs you thousands over decades. Here's the real math they won't show you. Following that advice actually costs you $107,000 in opportunity costs because you're focusing on the wrong expenses entirely. 6 months ago, I ignored every piece of coffee advice and kept buying my daily brew. Instead, I identified 3 invisible money drains that were bleeding me dry. The result? I made $10,000 in 6 months while still enjoying my morning ritual. Today, I'm showing you the 3 invisible expenses that are actually destroying your wealth and the exact system I used to eliminate them. Financial gurus are obsessed with your latte. They've built entire empires around this narrative that small purchases are keeping you broke. The math seems compelling at first glance. $5 daily equals $1,825 annually. Invested over 30 years at 7% returns, that's roughly $175,000. Impressive, right? Here's where the logic falls apart. The opportunity cost calculation assumes you'd actually invest that $5 instead of spending it elsewhere, but that's not how human psychology works. When you eliminate a small pleasure, you don't suddenly become disciplined about investing. You just shift that spending to something else, often something more expensive. I tracked this phenomenon in my own life. When I tried the no coffee challenge for 2 months, I didn't invest the savings. Instead, I spent more on lunch, bought random items online, and upgraded my phone plan. The $5 didn't disappear. It just scattered across other purchases, many of them larger and less satisfying than my original coffee habit. The real damage of this advice isn't the missed investment opportunity. It's the mental bandwidth you waste feeling guilty about small pleasures while massive money drains operate invisibly in your financial life. You're counting pennies while dollars pour out the back door. This guilt-based approach to money creates a scarcity mindset that actually prevents wealth building. You become so focused on restriction and sacrifice that you miss the strategic opportunities to optimize your financial systems. Meanwhile, the real wealth killers continue bleeding you dry because they're hidden in plain sight. The subscription zombie effect is the first invisible drain, and it's probably costing you over $200 monthly right now. These are the services that auto-renew in the background of your financial life. Netflix, Spotify, gym memberships, software subscriptions, cloud storage, meal delivery services, and dozens of others that seemed reasonable when you signed up. I discovered this drain during my financial audit 6 months ago. I found 23 active subscriptions I'd forgotten about. 23! Some were services I'd used once and forgotten. Others were upgraded versions of free alternatives I already used. The monthly damage was $247, which equals $964 annually. That's more than 5 years of daily coffee purchases in a single category of forgotten expenses. The psychology behind subscription zombies is brilliant from a business perspective and devastating from a consumer standpoint. Companies know that the friction of canceling is higher than the pain of small recurring charges. They're counting on your mental laziness and the fact that $12.99 monthly feels insignificant compared to $155.88 annually. The convenience tax is the second invisible drain, and it's the most expensive because it compounds across every area of your life. This is the premium you pay for immediate gratification and perceived time savings. Food delivery apps charging 30% markup plus fees, premium parking instead of walking 2 blocks, express shipping on items you don't need. Immediately, same-day grocery delivery at double the cost. I calculated my convenience tax over 3 months and discovered I was paying an additional 40% on basic expenses. Groceries cost $180 weekly through delivery apps versus $120 shopping in person. Restaurant meals through delivery average $25 compared to $16 for pickup. Even small conveniences like premium gas when regular worked fine added up to significant monthly drainage. The third invisible drain is efficiency opportunity cost, and this one's the most complex because it involves both time and money. This is the compound cost of inefficient systems in your life. Spending 3 hours weekly managing finances manually instead of automating. Driving across town to save $20 on purchases instead of optimizing your time for income generation. Researching deals for hours to save amounts you could earn in minutes. During my transformation, I tracked how much time I spent on low-value financial activities. I was spending 6 hours monthly comparing prices, hunting for deals, and manually managing bills. That's 72 hours annually. At my hourly rate, that time was worth $3,600. but I was using it to save maybe $400 annually. The net loss was over $3,000, not counting the stress and mental fatigue. The compound effect of these three drains is exponential because they interact with each other. Subscription zombies create convenience addiction because you're already paying for premium services. Convenience addiction leads to time inefficiency because you lose touch with actual costs. Time inefficiency creates more subscription dependency as you seek automated solutions. My strategic audit framework for identifying these drains involves 3 steps. First, export every transaction from the past 6 months and categorize them by necessity, convenience, and automation. Second, calculate the true hourly cost of your time-intensive money management activities. Third, identify the overlap areas where multiple drains compound each other. The elimination versus optimization approach is crucial here. Most people try to optimize these systems by finding better deals or more efficient subscriptions. That's missing the point entirely. The goal isn't better subscriptions, it's strategic elimination of unnecessary complexity in your financial life. Every subscription, every convenience service, every automated system should earn its place through clear value delivery, not default acceptance. The elimination versus optimization decision matrix became my roadmap for the next 6 months. For every expense, I asked 2 questions. Does this directly contribute to my income or essential well-being? Can I eliminate it entirely rather than just finding a cheaper version? If the answer to the first was no and the second was yes, it got cut immediately. Month 1 focused entirely on subscription purging. I canceled everything that wasn't generating income or providing daily value. The streaming services I watched once monthly, gone. The premium software I used basic features of, downgraded to free versions. The gym membership I used twice monthly, replaced with bodyweight workouts at home. This single action recovered $180 monthly, which equals to $160 annually. But here's where most people stop, and it's why they never see real transformation. I didn't just eliminate expenses, I redirected that recovered money immediately into income-generating activities. The $180 monthly went straight into a high-yield savings account as my business investment fund. No lifestyle inflation, no reward spending, just strategic redirection. Month 2. Targeted convenience taxes with surgical precision. I eliminated food delivery apps entirely and started meal prepping on Sundays. This cut my food costs from $400 monthly to $240 monthly, saving $160. I stopped using premium parking and planned my trips more efficiently, saving another $80 monthly. The express shipping addiction ended, replaced by strategic bulk ordering, saving $100 monthly. Total convenience tax reduction, $340 monthly. The psychological shift during month 2 was profound. I realized that most convenience services weren't actually saving me time, they were stealing my agency. When you outsource every small decision, you lose touch with the real costs and value in your life. Taking back control of these systems made me more aware of money flow in every area. Month 3 introduced the efficiency revolution. I automated bill payments to eliminate the mental overhead of manual management. I consolidated banking to reduce account maintenance time. Most importantly, I started tracking my hourly rate and refused to spend time on activities worth less than that rate. This created an additional 4 hours weekly, which I use for freelance consulting work. The income increase from efficiency gains was $400 monthly by month 3. This wasn't just about saving time, it was about recognizing that my attention and energy are finite resources with quantifiable value. Every hour spent on low-value activities is an hour stolen from high-value opportunities. Months 4 through 6 focused on compound acceleration. The $720 monthly recovery from subscriptions and convenience taxes, plus the $400 monthly income increase, created $120 in additional monthly cash flow. Instead of lifestyle inflation, I invested this entire amount in skill development and business tools that generated more income. By month 6, the compound timeline showed exponential growth. The initial $180 subscription savings had grown to $520 through reinvestment and additional eliminations. The convenience tax cuts of $340 had expanded to $480 as I optimized more systems. The efficiency gains of $400 monthly had become $600 as I raised my rates and improved my skills. Total transformation, $600 monthly increase in cash flow, which equals $19,200 annually. But the real magic happened in months 4 through 6 when I reinvested these gains. The business investments generated an additional $6,800 in income over the 6-month period, bringing the total financial impact to $10,000. This isn't about deprivation or penny pinching, it's about strategic resource allocation and understanding the compound effect of small systems. Every dollar you recover from invisible drains becomes a dollar that can work for you instead of against you. The real transformation isn't about the money you save, it's about the identity shift from someone who reacts to expenses to someone who strategically designs their financial systems. You stop being a victim of subscription zombies and convenience taxes and become the architect of your wealth-building machine. This mindset change is worth far more than the $10,000 because it creates the foundation for exponential growth. If you want more strategies for breaking free from financial limitations and building systematic wealth, subscribe for weekly transformation content.